Are you looking for the best soundbar? In your budget? Well, in today's video, we break down the top 5 best soundbar. I made this list based on their price, quality, durability, and more. To find out more information about this product, you can check out the description below and also make sure you subscribe for more reviews. Okay, so let's get started with the video. The 5th product on our list is the Sony HT-SF150 Dolby Atmos soundbar. Sony has excellent form with making some of the best soundbars for TV and the 2022 What Hi-Fi. Award-winning HT-A7000 is no different. A 712 slab of sound, this Dolby Atmos soundbar packs in 2 up-firing speakers, 2 beam tweeters, 5 front-facing drivers, and a built-in dual subwoofer into a single chassis. Using a combination of driver placement and psychoacoustic techniques, the Sony HT-A700 delivers a broad and high soundstage, whether you're watching immersive content or not, while retaining musicality, presence, and detail. In terms of height and precision, the performance is similar to that of the Sonos Arc, but the width of the soundstage and its forward projection are more convincing. It's not the same as having direct audio from the speaker above or the side, but it's effective and dramatically enticing, enriching the viewing experience. In our Sony HT-A7000 review, using gravity as a test disc, we noted that as Sandra Bullock rotates on screen, unable to detach from the spinning robotic arm, the brilliant sound design is superbly rendered spatially, undulating upward and outward beyond the scope of the image. The integrated sub, while not up there with the very best subwoofers you can buy, is very impressive for one bundled with a soundbar with a taut, controlled, and powerful performance, even when we push it to the extremes with the pulsating synths of Blade Runner 2049. With its wide range of supported audio formats, the A7000 excels itself and includes Dolby Atmos in both the Digital Plus and TrueWood formats, DTS:X, LPCM, high-res wireless audio, and Sony 360 reality audio. The A7000 is as packed with streaming smarts as it is stuffed with speakers with Spotify Connect, Apple AirPlay 2, Google Chromecast all on board, and integration into a multi-room system with Amazon Alexa, Apple HomeKit, and Google Home all supported. Alongside 2 HDMI 2.1 pass-through sockets capable of handling 8K at 60Hz, 4K at 120Hz, and Dolby Vision HDR, there are ports for ear, analog, and optical audio inputs and USB Type-A. There's also an analog output for Sony's Acoustic Center Sync, which lets a compatible Bravia TV become part of the soundbar's center channel when the two are connected using the supplied cable. The Sony HT-A7000 is an outstanding, future-proofed, all-in-one performer with excellent integration if you have a newer Sony Bravia TV. Up next in the 4th place is the Sonos Ray Essential Soundbar. The Ray marks something of a departure for Sonos. It can form part of a wireless multi-room system using Apple AirPlay 2, Spotify Connect, Tidal Connect, and the Sonos S2 app, though users should note there's no Bluetooth streaming on board. Similarly, it can be partnered with other Sonos speakers for a complete 5.1 surround system. However, this is a speaker with practicality and affordability in mind. Its ultra-compact dimensions, tapered build, and forward-facing speakers mean it takes up little space and removes any need for a clear line of sight for upward and side-firing drivers, making it a practical choice for small rooms and even desktops. The Ray has been conceived to slot into cabinets without its sonic dispersion being impacted. However, it doesn't feature the virtual Dolby Atmos decoding of Sonos' more premium soundbars, the Beam Gen 2 and Arc, both below. So, pragmatically, Sonos also decided to ditch the HDMI ear connections of its pricier products in favor of a classic optical input, which almost every TV will have, but monitors and consoles may not. It may not be the warmest or most cinematic sounding speaker, but the Sonos Ray is very capable and, most importantly, is an accessible way to boost your TV audio, competently addressing the biggest concern most users have: dialogue intelligibility. It is a talented budget soundbar and delivers clear, punchy sound without the frills. The 3rd product on our list is the Sonos Beam Gen 2. Delivering Dolby Atmos from a small chassis is no mean feat, but the 2024 What Hi-Fi. Award-winning Sonos Beam Gen 2 achieves a convincing, immersive performance without so much as a vertical speaker in sight. Instead, when watching Atmos content, 2 of the soundbar's 5 front-facing arrays are dedicated to reproducing overhead and surround sounds. With its hefty processing power, the Sonos Beam Gen 2 uses psychoacoustic HRTF head-related transfer function technology to give the impression of height without needing to get vertical. While genuine overhead sounds are perhaps a stretch too far for this petite performer, its virtual delivery of the Atmos format outstrips any similarly priced soundbar and even a few that are more expensive. The Beam Gen 2 offers an enveloping, spatial soundscape with rich, detailed audio as well as tangible motion and depth. As we found when reviewing the latest Beam, the soundstage is expansive, and we try pairing the new Beam both with larger 55-inch and 65-inch screens, as well as a more modest 43-incher, and it enhances the cinematic scale and viewing experience for all three. Not that many soundbars at this price point come with networking capabilities, but this being a Sonos product, the Beam Gen 2's ability to integrate into a wireless multi-room system is fundamental to its design. This means you can stream to the Beam Gen 2 from a handheld device using Apple AirPlay 2, and Spotify Connect is built in too. There will also be a forthcoming upgrade to add support for Amazon Music Ultra HD audio, which will give access to lossless 24-bit 48K HC tracks as well as Dolby Atmos music. Despite the lack of upward drivers, if space and budget are limited, this is the best TV soundbar that we'd recommend. Second on our list is the Sonos Arc, the premium smart soundbar. Soundbars for TV aren't new territory for Sonos, but the former what hi-fi. Award-winning Arc is the only soundbar from the brand to deliver Dolby Atmos with vertical speakers. It sits above the Beam Gen 2 in terms of pricing and is suited to 55-inch TVS and above. There are touch-sensitive play pause and volume controls on the bar with LEDs that indicate status and when you're talking to the built-in Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa. Connectivity includes AirPlay 2, Ethernet, and EARC for Dolby Atmos from compatible TVS. The Sonos Arc uses 11 drivers to create your sound field, several of which are up-firing and angled into your room to bounce sound off your walls and ceiling. It's so much more than just pointing a couple of speakers upwards, said Sonos' product manager Scott Fink when the Arc launched. We focused on the playback precision of all the channels, including the height channels. And that effort certainly paid off. The Arc offers one of the most convincing Atmos performances you can get from a single chassis soundbar. Height junkies can turn up the volume of the Arc's upward firing drivers using a separate control. But during our testing, we don't find it necessary to overly boost the vertical channel to enjoy the Arc's immersive delivery. You're transported to the heart of the action. Surround effects are expertly placed, and there's great dynamism and good weight to the sound too. Tonally, it's nicely balanced if you just want to listen to music, although it could sound a tiny bit more direct. But there's no doubt this is a hugely impressive TV soundbar for the money. Finally, the top product on our list is the Sony HT-SF150. If you're looking for a simple, constructive step up in sound from your TV's inbuilt speakers, Sony's SF150 offers a significant sonic enhancement for little outlay. Despite its low price point, the SF150 is a well-built speaker and wouldn't look out of place perched beneath a TV that costs several times its price. Alongside HDMI ARC, it has an optical input supporting Dolby Digital, Dolby Dual Mono, and LPCM2CH. There's also a USB port and Bluetooth 4.2 connectivity for music playback from an external source too. The SF150 also features Sony's Force Front surround technology, which applies processing to give the acoustic impression of a more encompassing soundstage. While there is no replacement for surround sound, it adds a dramatic sense of weight and separation. Sonically, the SF150 paints with fairly broad brushstrokes, meaning dialogue can sometimes feel a touch muffled and transients lack impact, but that should come as little surprise at this almost ridiculously low price. Anyone wanting a musical, finely detailed speaker should aim for a more sophisticated model. Still, this budget bar is ideal for those looking for a quick and easy improvement to their TV. Thanks for watching, and that's all for now. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Till next time.